Apparently my tripod got some unresolved issues because it's been a while since I used the tripod. So we'll just have to use the handheld, which I was afraid of because it cut the video off when I didn't want it to cut the video off. But you need to see my face so I can explain it. This one is very strong and very powerful. When you go to the gym with this one will make you bigger, stronger, faster. This will help your arms get bigger, your chest will get bigger, and this will help you go from bench pressing 150 to 190 pounds. And in 6 to 9 months, you will be able to lift anywhere from 200 to 250 pounds off of this. Now, I gotta warn you that if you I'll try to see if I can bring this thing closer. If you mess with this one a little bit too much, you'll get too big and you'll get too bulky. You'll start having people accuse you of being a professional bodybuilder or weightlifter when you were just trying to get some natural gains and build some muscle and get stronger. And I've had some people accuse me of being a bodybuilder when I just have a natural athletic body and I come from a family of athletes. And I had a woman that was between the ages of 48 to 50 years old. And she complimented me and said, whatever you're messing with, you're getting too big and too strong. And it's going from being sexually appealing to not being sexually appealing. So some people may say they like big, strong guys, but you mess with this stuff right here. It's very powerful, very strong. You'll get too big off of it in 6 to 9 months. Now, it won't mess up your performance. It's just that you'll be bigger than what people expect. Now, the next one right here, this bad boy right here. See if I can get my hand on top. This one is the best muscle recovery amino acids. Now, this one also is very strong and very powerful. This one, what's the difference between protein and amino acids? Proteins, just about 80 to 85% of all the proteins that we take to help build muscle, whether you're playing basketball, football, baseball, soccer, tennis, swimming, track and field, whether you do boxing, wrestling, martial arts, whether you're a bodybuilder, a weightlifter, it takes about 24 hours for the body to recover from lifting weights. Amino acids is like, how should I explain this? It's another form of protein that's more stronger, more powerful, and it helps you recover from your workout. So let's say you go to the gym for about 2 hours. You do 1 hour of cardio of weight training, and then you do another hour of just lifting weights. Well, instead of 24 hours, it helps you recover in 3 to 6 hours. So by the time you slept 24 hours later, your muscles have gotten bigger, they've gotten stronger, you've recovered, and it repairs muscle damage. And it prevents your muscles from breaking down. And it helps fuel the muscles so the next time you work out, you have even bigger gains and bigger muscles because you use amino acids. So amino acids is another form of protein. So there's one that's a slow concentration, and this one's a fast concentration. Now, let's talk about how this relates to sexual performance. When it comes to sexual performance is to help you not, have a woman get upset. Now, this is where we bring in the next product. The next one is Alpha Male, or should I say Alpha King Fury. And this one's a very strong drug too. This one is extremely very powerful and very strong. I advise you be very careful with this one because this one doesn't just do one thing to your body. This thing does 4 things at once in a 2 hour period. It's to help you, it's to help you increase workout energy and strength. It boosts your testosterone and it reduces estrogen. That means a lot of men start to act like women. They start to act like a bitch. You ever hear someone use the word passive aggressive? Stop acting like a bitch. Well, this drug was made to do 4 things at once. Now, what I love about this one is that this one, you have energy throughout the day. So let's say you work for 8 hours and you drink 2 cups of caffeine. Well, you drink 2 cups of caffeine in 8 hours, you're still tired, you're still exhausted, you're still drained. This is like this is mixed in with so much stuff that is that powerful. So instead of 2 cups, they make it where it's 4 cups of caffeine plus the ingredients, and then guess what it does? It also powers your body to the point where you have a whole entire supply of energy. The more you drink it, the more energy you have. The more energy you have, the easier it is for you to go into a gym and knock out a workout. Like, I've actually messed with that 4 times, and instead of doing a 2-hour workout, I was able to do 80% of my workout in 1 hour and 37 minutes. Whereas if I didn't take that stuff, it probably would take me 2 hours and 15 minutes to finish a workout. So it helps you finish a workout faster than if you were not to mess with it at all. So this right here that I'm pointing at is more powerful than this and this combined. Next thing I want to bring up to you is the pills. Because a lot of people complain, well, the pills do this or the pills do that. So we're going to get to the next thing on pills. And that is this right here. This right here is supposed to be another version of the same thing, but in pill form. It says energy enhancement, immune system, liver function, and strengthen bones, and of course lowers your cholesterol. Because, you know, that right there, you know, you eat too much fast food, and then guess what happens? Yeah. And then we have multivitamins. This is if you're 50 plus. And then we have something right here that every man should be very aware of. Your super and colon cleanser. That right there helps you take a bowel moment. And what I mean by a bowel moment, what I'm trying to say is that will help clean out your bowel system. So let's say you eat McDonald's or Burger King. Let's say you eat a hamburger and some French fries. Let's say you go from medium to large, right? Back in the 90s, 2000s, they used to have Super Size Me. Well, you start messing with that, that will make it easier for you to take a bowel moment. You know how some people can go hours without going to the bathroom? Well, that pill is so strong and powerful that in 6 to 12 hours, you'll go to the bathroom and it'll clean your system out. And here's the thing with messing with super colon cleanser. You have to drink a lot of water. And if you don't, it will clog up your bowels. And then 2 to 3 days later, when you go to McDonald's or Burger King or Taco Bell or Carl's Jr. or Panda Express, and you will run to the bathroom like Mount Rushmore. So the more you mess with those pills, the more it cleans out your system. See, I'm giving you an actual proper breakdown on different stuff that helps enhance your body. Now let's talk about sexual performance, because I know you guys like, okay, enough of the math and the science. I want the sexual performance. Well, sexual performance, if you're so worried about sexual performance, this is the drug right here you need to be messing with. This helps. When I was playing basketball about a week ago, I had some Latino guys say, I like the way you hustle on the basketball court. You know, I went from getting 10 rebounds to getting like 25 rebounds in 3 basketball games. I ran faster. I got more rebounds, more blocks. I got steals. I had so much energy. I was all over the basketball court. And when they say the word hustle. I like the way you hustle. It made me feel like I was more of a man than I ever was before. It's like the drug transforms you back into when you was in your 20s. So if you're in your 30s or 40s or 50s, it's going to make you feel like you're 25 years old again. It's going to make you feel like you're 22 years old again in your physical prime. Now that don't mean you're in your prime. It's going to make you feel like I'm a man again. I got that spark. It's like someone takes a match and ignites your competitive fire, and then you're just kicking ass and taking names. All of a sudden, you're hitting 3-point shot after 3-point shot. You know, you go in the gym and you start lifting 200, 300, 400 pounds. You know, you bench press it, then you leg squat it, and then you deadlift it, and then you can't believe the drug is doing, you can't believe that the formula is doing all of that. Now there's the drinks and there's the pills. And each pill that you take is very strong and very powerful. Now, let's talk about the controversial, why some people mess with these enhancements and then combine them with amino acids, proteins, and then something more powerful like anabolic steroids or testosterone replacement. See, testosterone replacement is where you take a shot, literally you take a shot, and it increases the blood flow, and it makes your what's the word I'm looking for? It makes your blood cells produce more white and more red blood cells, and that makes you more physically, sexually attractive to beautiful, attractive women. The more cells you're able to produce, you can burn off fat. Trust me, you can burn off some serious motherfucking fat. Like, you can burn off fat like nobody's business. It burns fat off. You get bigger, stronger, faster. You get your six-pack back. You look more masculine. You look more like a man's man when you take the formula. And there's like anywhere between 5 to like 25 different versions of what I just showed you. So I'll show you in its entirety. You see that, right? Let's get a little, let me show you this one, and then there's this one. And the reason why I'm showing you them like that is because I'm trying to show you an actual breakdown. This is math and science at its absolute best. And you see, sexual performance is that if you want to have sex with a woman, you don't want her to be angry and disappointed because, you know, you got erectile dysfunction. That means you got a small package. It don't get big. It don't get hard. And she get dissatisfied. And that's what causes 60 to 80% of women to reject you and break up with you because they're disappointed in your performance. And this is why a lot of men are afraid to open their mouth and speak up and say, well, I have a problem. Is there something that can help me fix it? There's always something that can help you fix the problem. And you see, the controversy is that when men take the drugs, they're cheating. They're trying to get a unfair competitive advantage on the basketball court. You might get a guy that's 35 or 40, 45 years old, and he get 35 blocks. You know, he steals the ball 10 times, and he's winning 85 to 90% of his basketball games in pickup. And the guys that are from the age of 18 to 25 are going in their head like, this guy's 35, 45, putting up three-pointers like he's Michael Jordan or Kobe Bryant, and this guy's cheating. And to me, what's wrong with being 35, 40, 45 years old and having a competitive advantage? You see, when you try to play on natural athletic ability, your physical prime starts at age 15 and it ends at age 30. That's when guys get fat and out of shape. That's when guys have a hard time breathing. That's when guys can't run fast. They can't jump as high. That's when your testosterone levels start to drop. You go from 100% to 90%, and then by the time you get 50 years old, You went from 80% or 70% down to 60 or 50% because your testosterone level does this. It starts to slowly go down rapidly. And then you start to get passive aggressive. You're not as aggressive. You're not motivated. You don't have as much energy. You struggle to work in an 8-hour shift, 12-hour, 15-hour shift. Now you have trouble trying to get through a working day. You don't get no sleep. You struggle to go to sleep. You struggle to wake up from sleep because your testosterone levels are dropping. And then you're not interested in women. Like, you find it difficult to take women out to lunch and dinner because the motivation and the competitive drive is no longer there. And then women start to notice your behavior. And then women start to question your manhood. And then women become dissatisfied because you ain't the man she once met when you were 22, 24, or 28 years old. And ever since you turned 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, you ain't been the same man since. That's why you see a lot of athletes take performance enhancements. And then they get caught in the media because it's not that you're trying to get a competitive advantage, it's you're trying to get an unfair competitive advantage. And a lot of men will say, well, I don't see you criticize women for getting breast implants, an ass injection to have a bigger butt, a tummy tuck, liposuction. So when a man tries to enhance his physical attributes, it's a crime against humanity. And to me, you're going to get attacked a lot. Like, when you start buying this stuff, you're going to get attacked. People are going to be thinking automatically you're taking drugs. They're going to make it seem like you're taking steroids, growth hormones. See, growth hormones make you much younger. That also makes you get leaner, cutter, and it gives you a six-pack, and it gives you a young, youthful appearance. That's what growth hormones do. And that also boosts your testosterone too. Steroids just make you get bigger, stronger, and faster for 18 months. 18 months is a nice way of saying 2.5 years, almost 3 years. Amino acids is to help you recover from your workout faster. Whereas if you just take a glass of milk, that's going to take you 24 hours for your muscles to recover. And scientists have just discovered that even if you drink 2 or 3 glasses of milk, it might be 1 to 2 days before your muscles are fully recovered. As for amino acids, you can recover in a day and a half. So if you don't recover in 1 day, you might recover in a day and a half. That's the difference between amino acids and regular protein / milk. Now, what's the good thing about messing with this right here? Now, you know why they say it boosts testosterone levels? Remember when you were 18, 19, 20, 21 years old and you saw a fine ass white woman, black woman, Latino woman, Asian woman, and all of a sudden your hormones were just jumping up and down, right? Well, you get that sensation back when you start messing with stuff that says alpha male this and alpha male that. You get that feeling back. It's a very strong, powerful feeling. You see a girl walk by, all of a sudden your package jumps up for joy and you go, I want to fuck the shit out of this woman. Well, that formula gives you back that feeling. And then guess what happens? You know how you mess with women that are from the age of 18 to 29 and you complain they have too much energy? You start messing with this right here and that right there, you will have just about the same level of energy as an 18, 19-year-old girl does. Chances is you might have much more energy. And instead of having sex with a girl 1 time or 2 times, you're going to be having sex 3 times, 4 times. I've actually experimented with some testosterone pills and found out you actually could screw a girl a total of 4 times in one day when you're taking it. Without it, you probably can only screw 2 times. You take it, you can screw 4 times in one day. So when you hear some guys in their late 30s, their 40s, and their 50s, and their 60s complaining and saying women from the ages of 18 to 29 have too much energy and they want to have sex all day long and all day night, just remember our pharmaceutical company has produced over 100 drugs that are very strong and very powerful. And they have so many different versions of what I just showed you that you buy the right one and you'll be screwing like a jackrabbit. Like, I actually experimented and found out you take just enough testosterone pills or you take way too much of it, you'll have too much energy. And if you ever come in contact with a woman doing sexual intercourse, you're gonna be hitting that ass not once, not twice, not 3 times. You're gonna be hitting it 4 times in one day. And before you know it, 24 hours would have passed by just like that, and it's already the next day. And if you still have some leftover energy, then I'll leave that to your imagination. And then the woman will go back and brag to her best friend that Brad's got so much energy, it's like he's 22 years old all over again. But in reality, Brad's 32, 42. But the drug, the formula that he messed with, it makes him feel like he's 22 years old. And you see, society don't want you to know that if you buy the right stuff, you'll be able to compete. That's why you see a guy 35, 40, 45 years old kicking a 20 to 25-year-old guy's ass on a basketball court. That's why you see a guy that's 35, 40, 45 years old, bench pressing or leg squatting or deadlifting 200 pounds or 300 pounds or 400 pounds more properly and more efficient wise than a guy that's 20, 25, who's clumsy. That's why you see a guy who's 35, 40, 45 years old, 50, with 6-pack abs and cut up with muscle definition than a guy that's 20, 25. The guy that's 35, 40, 45 is more healthier than a guy that's 20, 25. Now, that don't mean that the guy that's 20, 25 years old ain't healthy. What I'm saying is, when you take what I just showed you not too long ago, that makes you more health conscious. That's why I showed you the colon cleanser. See this colon cleanser right here? That helps. You take your multivitamins. That's why I'm showing you this. Now, we have like a lot of drugs. And I'm just trying to explain in this video that energy production can help you in a lot of stuff. It can help you when it comes to working an 8-hour shift, 10 hours, 12 hours, 15 hours, 20 hours. It ain't just for basketball. It ain't just for sports and sexual performance. It's also when you go to your job and you go, damn, I got to work 8 hours. I got to work 10 hours, 12 hours, 15 hours, 20 hours. That's what this is for. And you see, if you take enough of it, what you'll find out is the more you drink it, the more energy you have. The more energy you have, you don't have to drink no caffeine. You don't have to drink no Red Bull, no Monster energy drinks. You don't have to drink that stuff. You don't even have to drink no Coca-Cola or no Pepsi when you mess with this right. When you mess with this right here, you ain't gotta drink no Coca-Cola, no Pepsi, no Red Bull, no Monster energy drink. The energy you get from that lasts for 24 hours. Now, what's the difference between a fast crash and a slow crash? A fast crash is when you drink Monster Energy drink and Red Bull, and then maybe 2 or 3 hours after you drinking it, you're already tired. A slow natural crash is where 2 days might go by, 3 days might go by, and you fall asleep out of nowhere. That's a slow natural crash. And you see, when you create a stream of energy supply in your blood flow, you're able to produce more blood cells by yourself, and then ultimately you can swig yourself off the drug and make it 100% natural. I'm serious. There's even an energy pill that can give you energy too. I mean, I ain't showed you in this video because I showed you the pill that's why I call it energy production. So you can actually fix your problem in your 30s, in your 40s, in your 50s, and your 60s. So no matter how old you get, you can always have a competitive advantage while playing sports, sexual performance, and in the working environment. That's basically what they made. That's basically what they made all of this for. This stuff right here. That's basically what they made this stuff for. So I hope this video is helpful to you. You got a part 1 and you got a part 2. Until then, peace.